If your summer mornings have gone from somewhat structured to full-blown chaos, you're not alone there. The kids are home, the routine is out the window, and you're still expected to show up at work like everything is normal. Let's talk about how to reclaim your mornings, even when it feels like the season is working against you. Welcome to Reclaim and Reset with Luna, where we help busy, overwhelmed women shift from burnout and survival mode to a life that feels a little like your own again, with simple tools that make changes actually stick. And today, we're going to be talking about how to keep a morning routine even when summer tries to unravel it. And I get it, when school ends and the rhythm disappears, it's easy to slide into reactive mornings. Suddenly, waking up to hungry kids, last-minute camp bags, and Teams notifications, and zero time to yourself. This episode is for you if you're not trying to win at summer, you're just trying to maintain a little calm in the chaos. So if your mornings are currently a blur of cereal bowls, phone scrolling, and forgotten lunch boxes, stick around, because by the time we get to tip number 3, you'll see how just 5 quiet minutes could change your entire day. Let's start with the foundation. Let's look at redefining what a successful morning looks like. One of the biggest reasons we abandon morning routines in the summer is we cling to the wrong version of success. Maybe during the school year, your morning routine included journaling, maybe a quick workout, maybe 10 minutes of quiet coffee time and preparing lunches. But come July, that 6 a.m. alarm hits different, especially if you were up late the night before because the kids didn't go to bed until the sun went down. So let's drop this all or nothing mindset. Your summer morning routine doesn't need to look like a Pinterest board to be powerful. Success might look like waking up before the noise and having 2 minutes to stretch, or drinking your coffee hot instead of reheating it 3 times, or even just brushing your teeth and putting on a bra before you open your laptop. It all counts as a successful morning. Instead of expecting a whole routine, choose one anchor moment that starts your day on your terms. It could be a single breath before you get out of bed. It could be a few words of affirmations in the mirror, or lighting a candle as you open up your planner for the day to get started. And when you redefine success to match your season, you're more likely to stick with it. Morning routines don't have to be long or aesthetic. They don't have to start at 5 a.m. They just have to be yours. They have to work for you. So foundation number 2 is to build in a buffer, not a schedule. So one of the fastest ways to feel like you failed at your summer morning routine is trying to time block down to the minute. But here's the thing. Summer mornings with school-aged kids are unpredictable. One day they sleep in. The next, they're up at 5:45 asking for pancakes and a trip to the splash pad. Or, depending on how many kids you have and their age range, you might have one dragging you out of bed at 5:45 for pancakes and then having to wake the other up at 9:30 and drag them out the door to the splash pad. It can't just be me who's dealing with this. But instead of trying to control your mornings, try creating a buffer. So give yourself a flexible pocket of time, maybe from 7:30 to 8:15, where nothing gets scheduled except your morning reset. What you do during that buffer can shift depending on the day. So some mornings it's sipping caffeine outside while the kids watch cartoons. Other days it's doing a quick stretch and jotting down your top 3 priorities for work. The key is that you've given your brain a window to pause before you jump into service mode or work mode or mom mode. Think of it as a quiet moment out on your porch before the house wakes up. And if your mornings start early because of work or camp drop-offs, your buffer might be just 10 minutes before anyone else gets up, or 5 minutes in the car after drop-off before you drive away. The goal here isn't perfection, it's presence. A buffer gives you breathing room. And for working moms in summer, that space is sacred. So foundation number 3 is to prep one thing the night before. It makes your mornings 10 times easier. Let's be honest, the version of you who wakes up calm and grounded, she's usually set up the night before. I know just prep the night before can feel like one more thing on your to-do list. But this doesn't have to be a big, elaborate routine. I'm talking one thing, just one tiny action that makes your morning less chaotic. Maybe it's laying out your clothes or your kid's swimsuit. Maybe it's putting your mug next to the coffee maker or pre-logging your meals in MyFitnessPal. Maybe it's writing your top priority for the next day on a sticky note and slapping it on the fridge. One of my go-to night before moves in the summer is tossing a protein bar in my bag and charging my laptop. That way, if the morning goes sideways, I'm not spiraling. I've got fuel and I'm not scrambling looking for all the cords I need. We also have a bucket at the door with hats and sunscreen, and I've trained everyone to toss their things back in that bucket. It's so much easier than getting them to try and put it away in a cupboard or on a shelf. They can just drop it in the bucket. It's usually there in the morning. That tiny prep move acts like a little breadcrumb from past you to future you, saying, hey, I got you. We got this. We're going to get out the door with less stress tomorrow morning. And if your evenings are as full as your mornings, set a 5-minute wind down reset timer. One task, one step. That's it. Because when mornings feel lighter, your whole day follows. Your whole day feels brighter and easier and smoother. Okay, so tip number 4 is anchor your mornings with one non-negotiable. So when everything feels in flux, schedules, mood, weather, having one small non-negotiable in your morning gives your brain a place to land. This isn't about forcing a full-blown routine. It's about choosing one tiny thing that signals to your body, hey, we're starting the day now. It's a grounding ritual. For me, in summer, it's opening the curtains and drinking a glass of water before I touch my phone. Even if the kitchen is a mess and the kids are already bouncing off the walls, I take those 60 seconds to hydrate and breathe. That's my anchor. For you, it might be lighting a candle while you journal for 5 minutes, or sitting on the porch while you sip coffee, or doing a single sun salutation. It doesn't matter what the habit is, it matters that it's yours and that you commit to it gently but consistently, because anchors give your brain predictability. They say, here's where we begin, no matter what else is happening. And in a season where chaos can creep in fast, that anchor can be the thing that helps you show up grounded at home, at work, and for yourself. So summer doesn't have to derail your mornings. With a few gentle shifts, like building in a buffer, prepping one thing the night before, and anchoring your start of the day with a non-negotiable, you can create just enough of a rhythm to feel like you again. And remember, your routine isn't supposed to impress anyone. It's supposed to support you. If this helped, be sure to like, subscribe, and share with another mom who's trying to find her footing in this summer chaos. And if you're working on your own version of a slower, intentional morning, drop the word anchor in the comments and let's talk about what's really working for you. So until next time, remember, you've got this. Keep showing up for you, and I will see you in the next video.